Oh, I need you guys' help. I need your advice. Remember this circle hive that I put together and we experimented with all summer? Now that it's winter time, look at this. What am I gonna do with it? They're still alive. It's freezing cold today. I need your help. I want your advice on what I should do with it. I'm gonna give you some options, what we can do with it. And all of you are gonna let me know what you want to do. You're going to vote in the comments about where you want me to put this. I'm going to give you 3 choices. Let's get to work. The first choice is to leave it here and maybe wrap it with some insulation, bad insulation or something, or build a box over it. We can leave it here, but the problem I have, before you decide if that's good or bad, if I get 6 inches of snow, it's going to be over the top of this hive. It's going to bury the hive in snow. I've heard people say that you can let snow be an insulation for hives in the wintertime. Not a good idea. As you can see, the entrance over here, if it warms up, they can't even go out and take a potty break. But one option is to leave it here. We could raise it up. I don't want to hang it from these apple trees because the wind would make it sway around too much. And today it's brutally windy. 27 miles an hour right now. It's about a 14-degree chill factor Fahrenheit, so it's freezing out here. I'm frozen. Let me show you the next option. Now, my next option is to put it in here. Now, this is a utility room that we store a bunch of stuff in, like our water tank I showed you in a few videos ago. But what I thought about is building a stand here and actually putting the circle hive in this room and making a hole, and I can run a clear tube through the hole outdoors so the bees could go in and out, kind of like an observation hive, only you can't really observe it. And it stays about 44 degrees in here, roughly around a hair over 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So the temperature would be acceptable, except, let me tell you the problem. The problem is that sometimes here in Illinois, we'll have warmer winter days when this room could get 80 degrees on a week of warm weather. And if that happens, the bees are going to want to move and fly and such. But if I have the tube where, the room gets warm and they want to fly, they could go in and out like an observation hive. That's one option. I could put them in there. I want all you guys to leave a comment below. We have the option of leaving it where it is, maybe getting it up off the ground, insulating it out there, bringing it in here, running a tube through the wall so that we can keep them from being out in the weather. And I've got a third option, so don't make a decision yet. Let's go look at the third option. Before I get to the third option, let me encourage you guys to please subscribe. It helps me so much. We're only about 300 people away from reaching 100,000, so I really appreciate all you guys helping me out on subscribing. Click on the subscribe, click on the bell to be notified each time I make a new video. Now, here's the third option, the old chicken coop. We used to have a lot of chickens here, and we had this chicken coop. We kind of threw it together, built it at the last minute just to hold some chickens. It's nothing fancy, but it seems like it would be a shelter. And if you notice down here below, this is where we would have the chickens go in and out, and it's kind of deteriorated. But I thought about putting the circle hive right in here in this opening. I'll walk in from the other side, the door back there. Okay, so here's inside the chicken coop. No chickens. And I think it still has a glass window in it. Yeah. And then the door there, so it can sit over there right next to that opening. And it's got a low roof, but I can put the circle hive right there so that the entrance is just recessed slightly in this little opening here. And that way it wouldn't be warm, but it would be warmer than getting blasted with cold wind where it's at now. It wouldn't be as warm as the utility room that's 44 degrees maintained. This is going to still be cold in the dead of winter. So those are my 3 options. I want you guys to leave a comment and you kind of vote. Now, before you leave a comment, I don't want any other options. I mean, I understand you probably got some other great ideas, right? But look, I've narrowed it down to 3 things that I can do. So please don't give me any more options. Pick an option. This is something all of you great subscribers are going to actually do on the bee farm. You might live in Italy. You might live in Indonesia. You might live in Alabama, Canada, California, Tennessee, Illinois. All of you are going to make a decision on what I should do with a circle hive, and I'm going to honor your decision. Whatever you tell me to do, I work for you. I'll put that circle hive where the majority of you feel is the best of the three options. Is it going to be in the chicken coop? Is it going to be in the utility room, kind of like an observation hive with a hole in the wall where they can go in and out? Or should I leave them where they're at, maybe elevate them and wrap them there? It's going to be a tough decision. We're just going to let you decide in the comments below. Let me know. Let me just say, you guys are the best. I love you all. Thank you so much for being a part of my YouTube channel. Over the last 14 years, you have helped my channel grow so much. I couldn't do it without you. Don't forget, we have all of our online classes, 50% on Black Friday, actually Thanksgiving Day through Cyber Monday. So take advantage of that coming up in less than a week. Get your finger on your mouse, ready to get those classes at half price. That's going to be a really good opportunity for you to get into my online courses. You can watch them just like I'm teaching you now. Me teaching you more about beekeeping, a lot of stuff for you to learn. This winter, these are great opportunities if you live where it's cold to spend your winter learning about bees. I've got a great video, if you haven't seen it yet, where I cook breakfast outside and just have a fireside chat with you. It's a great video if you just want to hang out, enjoy life, kind of take life a little bit easier. I'll see you over there.